Well, Drew, uncharted territory for this football team. Only once before since you've been a Saint, you've started 0-2. Just talk about the predicament you're in right now.
I wouldn't really call it a predicament. Obviously we're behind the 8 ball a little bit, so there's a sense of urgency. But I feel like we have all the answers in our locker room amongst our coaching staff. It's about, just this execution in a lot of ways. Getting back to just focusing on the preparation and the process, and knowing if you do that correctly, then the result takes care of itself.
A lot of positives to this offense, but you were saying that it really came down to 5 or 6 plays. Talk about how the turnovers, how they were crucial in this game.
Well, the one turnover early was really the, unfortunately, when you look at the final score, a huge play in the game because it gives them an easy 7 points, and we lose by 8. But there were plenty of things that happened, throughout the course of the game that would have allowed us to overcome that, but we couldn't make those plays either. So really, it's just a couple plays here and there that if we can make those plays, it changes the outcome of the game for sure. You
had a lot of passes where you just had to get rid of the football. Just talk about the pressure and how that altered maybe the game plan or the flow of the offense.
No, it didn't. They did a good job at times, getting the rush, but I felt like our guys up front did a great job, and we threw it 50 times a game. I don't know if that's ideal for us. We'd really like to be in a situation where we're a little more balanced. I felt like we ran the ball extremely well. Unfortunately, we just got down by 15 points there in the mid-4th quarter, and we had to start throwing it.
Finally, Drew, you've been bombarded with questions about the offseason, about Sean Payton, but from the outside looking in, many will point to not having him here, Sean Payton, for your 0-2 start. Has that had any impact at all?
Well, the fact of the matter is he's not here, and he's not going to be here, and so we've got to move on and find a way to to right this ship right now. And of course, I always hear his voice in my head. I've been with him for 6 years. He's a close friend as well as my coach, and so I know what he's instilled in me over the last 6 years. I know that a lot of guys in our locker room feel the same way, and so really the messages that we try to relate to each other in a time like this are the things that he would say.
Thanks for your time.
Yep.
That's Drew Brees here in Charlotte, and guys, entering this game after a loss, the Saints the last 2 seasons were 7-1. This is their first back-to-back losses since the end of the 2010 campaign when they lost to the Bucs and then the Seahawks in the playoffs. Back to you guys in the Louisiana Cat Studio.